What's up, everybody? Let's do a trade recap on the day. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done any recaps or anything, but I kind of want to start some back up. So let's see if we can stay on track and actually do this here. So today I took two trades. One was in profit, and then I saw it starting to reject, and so I got out of it for just a really small profit, and I ended up flipping short. So this was our daily candle. Notice the volume today was just total shit versus the last like few weeks or week, I guess. Really small spread on the candle, but kind of to be expected. So that's ES. NQ is actually even worse. Like it's just one of the smallest candles on the chart right now. It looks like so. Um, but yeah, let me go to the day. So this is the new indicator I've been using that I programmed myself. I actually had someone program one for me. It didn't do exactly what I wanted, and so then I reprogrammed it to kind of make it how I want. So all the colors mean something, whether it's green, white, blue, or red. But if you want to learn more, definitely join the Discord and you can get it too. It'll help you with your entries and exits and reading candles bar by bar. So go to the day here. I've been watching the 3 minute and the 15 minute simultaneously. The 3 minute kind of giving like the early entry signals. And so I had a level today at 12,574. So like right here. Um, let me do something here. Let me just make this its own little group. Hide it. Okay. So I had a level at 12,574 here, and I had one at 455 right here. And these come from previous days. I'm not using zones so much anymore. They're not that great in my opinion recently, so been using pretty accurate levels, and I like them a lot more. So um, what I saw was we pushed up at the open, and then we kind of started chopping. So I was kind of writing down all the price action for each of these candles. I did create a sheet that's a bar by bar analysis sheet for members of the boardroom. And so they can literally write down what they're seeing, what the color is, what the volume means, everything. So it was really helpful today. And so we pushed up and then we just started chopping above the opening print. So we were forming a daily green candle above the opening print, but we were under this key level here that I was watching for. And so notice that the volume was just red, like the relative volume was just shit. And so we started chopping. I thought this one might be kind of like a sell signal here if we were to break down under it, but we ended up pushing above it, so I didn't take it. And then this red candle actually looked like it was trying to break out above this level and failed to go higher. Came down, closed extremely bearish, and so I was looking to possibly short that if we started breaking down further. But then we formed this inverse hammer, and so this is the first thing that kind of alerted me to a possible trade because inverse hammers on pullbacks in a bull trend are one of my favorite candle patterns to take long. And so I didn't take this long right away. I thought maybe we push up and maybe we are going to drop under the opening print, but we didn't. But I did notice that the relative volume was kind of increasing on this candle. And then we got this one, and this was my signal candle to go long. So notice that the volume is extremely low. So right prior to breakouts, a lot of times you'll see a candle push to the area of the breakout on really, really low volume. And so this was one of those where I saw the inverse hammer. So I'm thinking, all right, this could possibly be a pullback to go long. And then I get the low volume push into the high of day or near the high of day. And we were under this level. So I was thinking that we might break out from it to go to the next level up. And so I ended up taking this candle, I ended up longing this right here when this candle high broke. So about 12,554, I went long. And I was pretty confident that this was going to get a move up. Notice that we had the really small volume push, really low volume push to the area of the breakout. And then you do get the breakout. This candle right here, next candle breaks the highs on high volume. Relative volume still pretty low. And so I thought, oh man, this is great. I caught the move. We got to push higher. I did scale a little bit out here just because I knew that this was an area that could reject. And then I actually got fully out when this candle closed like it did right here. So we got a blue candle, failure to go higher. Relative volume was like the first white bar of the day. So it was like actual strong selling up there. And I wasn't going to be caught short and take a loss on this when we had pushed up. I got in at 12,555. We pushed up to 86. It was about 30 points in profit or so. I didn't want that to go red on me because I was expecting, if this was a real breakout, that this pushes and then this just rips. Now we can come back and retest, but I got in early enough where I thought that if we do come back and retest, my trade's going to be fine. But we didn't even get the breakout. We got a partially failed breakout, basically. So I closed that for a really, really small profit. And then I kind of waited because we were just right at our level, just waiting, waiting, waiting. And then we finally got this candle right here. So we got this push up after the failure to go higher. It was on lower volume, so I thought, oh, maybe this is going to actually go. Maybe I shouldn't have closed that. And then we did get this candle right here. And so this was a higher relative volume, bearish engulfing candle of the last two. And so my overall thesis on the day was to short this level due to the downtrend that we were in. So notice that we are in a downtrend, making lower highs, lower lows. So I was thinking to short this level actually. But I wanted to try that long first just in case we did bounce. And it looked good. We were under the level, so I wasn't chasing it above the level. I got in early enough where it didn't hurt me to try it and just have it not work. But I got in here. So we got this candle right here, super bearish. And then I took it short as soon as we broke the low of it. So once this next candle started breaking the low, I took it short. I called it out live in the group chat at 8:12 a.m. is when I said I'm short. So literally this candle right here. And that was it. Then we were off to the races. So we sold off down into opening print. I did take a little bit off right here because that was about, so I got in about 12,545, 547. And then we got to about 12,508. So it was about 40 or 45 points in profit. Took it off there because I didn't know if we were going to bounce or not. And I just want to scale out at important levels. So the opening print is always important. And then I held the last runners down to this key level at 12,455, where we literally ticked at it, closed it out there, and that was the only two trades on the day. I don't think I signaled the long. It was a little more risky based on kind of how the trend was and everything. But I mean, it could have worked, but I did not signal it. But I think knowing that this type of pattern plays out a lot of the times, I think that is really key. So kind of plays out here again where you get a rejection at the highs, right? And then you start getting this like low volume push, and then volume starts to spike as you break out. So just remember that for the future where you see like an inverse hammer and then you push to the high of it like that when you're closing where the previous wick wasn't, or the previous candle wasn't able to hold and just formed a large wick. Great breakout pattern that usually works. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. I didn't end up taking this long. I wasn't actually expecting this big bounce. Um, I was pretty bearish on the day, and overall, just volume was just pretty terrible. I mean, look at all the red. Red indicates right here. This indicates it's less than 100% of normal. So white is about average. Green is really high volume. So those are the areas that you usually want to take a trade on. You want to get in when volume's high. and then red is just dead. So most of the day was pretty dead. The pre-market surprisingly was extremely active in the overnight session. Look at all the green candles. I mean, it was pretty high volume. And then the day opened and volume just died off. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, but that was the play of the day. So it worked out pretty well. I hope some of you guys caught it. If you have any questions or comments or anything about the indicator, using like the signals, anything like that, shoot me a message on Discord, Instagram, YouTube, any of that, and I'll get back to you. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we can do more of these in the future. Thanks.